spell Victoria with a K.
Yes, with a K, not a C.
I was part of those collective that definitely spelled it wrong the first time until I read your form, so I'm glad I read your form. I was like, good. She made sure to point this out. That is Victoria with a K. So Victoria with a K, not a C.
Yes.
You chose the word discern is the word for why you make music. Now, I know the word, but I'm not going to lie, I had to look the word up.
I did too. Because you said one word.
Yeah.
So I had to look up what. What would encompass everything.
Well, that's definitely an original word. And so I saw that it means to see, recognize, or understand something that isn't clear.
Yeah.
Why'd you choose that word? How'd you get to that word?
Because my music is like, it's my way of coping.
Yeah.
Just to be, I just want to be heard. I want someone to care. I mean, obviously I care, but like, it's nice when other people care about what you're doing or what you have to say. So that's why I chose that word, just to be heard.
I saw that come up a lot, that you want to be seen, that you want to be heard.
Yeah.
Where did that start from? I mean, do you feel like you're not seen? Do you feel like you haven't been seen or heard for most of your life?
Yeah, are we going into childhood trauma? What?
I mean, it's as deep as you want to go into, like, as much as you want to talk about. If I can always talk about my own self-issues, trauma, it's as comfortable as you want to get to.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes from growing up and being undiagnosed autistic and not, and I had like a little bit of selective mutism as a kid, and so I wasn't really able to speak to strangers, I guess, and even when I was able to speak, a lot of and even now, a lot of the times my words are so twisted, or like my tone can be like super off, and so I get people who really like to put words in my mouth, and I'm like, that's not what I said in the slightest, or that's not what I meant, or so that's where a lot of this comes from. I'm not really great at expressing like myself verbally, but I've been writing since I was very, very young, so I think it's a lot easier for me to like write things down.
Do you remember the first song you wrote?
Oh gosh, I do, and it's so corny.
What's it about? Why is it corny?
I think I was in like 5th grade maybe, and I found like this like instrumental beat on YouTube, and I wrote this song called Smile. And I'm like, we're all gonna wake up today and we're gonna smile, and I thought of you and I smiled. Who was I talking about? No one knows. I pulled it out my ass.
Yeah. My first song was written about my 6th grade crush.
Oh yeah.
And I remember recording I just had an acoustic guitar, and I remember sitting in my bed and just recording the video on my phone. And I wanted to send it to her so bad. I can't remember if I had the nerves to send it to her or not, but
it would have worked. I was one of those girls who I was like, One Direction, I love a boy who can sing.
Yeah. I don't know if it would have worked. I think the same as you, I had a hard time making friends growing up, and I was very awkward and very nervous, and so I was the same way. I kind of went to the music because I struggled to just talk to people in general. And
yeah, I'm not sure if I had an issue like making making like those meaningful. I always had like, because I was very, for some reason, I don't know, I was doing everything in high school. I was a theater kid. I was in Quiz Bowl for some reason. I joined tennis. I was in robotics for some, I don't know what I was doing. I was just doing a whole bunch of shit. And, and so I knew people, but those relationships did not go more than like a surface level. There were very few people that like I actually fully trusted in high school.
yeah.
So
Very superficial, kind of.
High school's a weird place. Like, it's a weird place.
Yeah.
I have friends from high school, but they were the friends that I hung out with right after high school, and they're the only friends I've had since then. But other than those select few, almost everybody from high school, all superficial relationships, kind of, I think.
Yeah, because I'm not even from here, but I live here, so.
Where are you from?
I'm from Louisiana, so everyone I went to school with like don't really.
When did you move to Texas?
2018.
Oh wow!
I was super young when I moved here. I was like 19.
Oh wow!
So I've been here for a little minute.
Why the move? Was it your choice or?
Yeah, it was a career move.
Okay.
Because I'm also a photographer.
Mm.
And there's basically little to no music scene where I'm from, so I moved here.
What part of Louisiana did you come?
Shreveport.
I was gonna take a guess, but
When'd you start photography?
It's been 10 years, and I don't know, I loved going to shows and concerts, and now I don't love it anymore.
No?
Because it's become like a job, and it's not fun anymore, and I don't know, I think I've gotten a little more sensitive to like sounds and like lights and just chronic anxiety.
So do you not like going to shows for photography, or like going to shows as well as an artist and performing?
I love performing.
Okay.
I really do. I do love performing. So those like 30 minutes I'm on stage, I love it. But it is incredibly overwhelming. And I'm just like, why do I do this? And then I go on stage and I'm like, oh, okay, that's why. That's why.
Yeah.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, I've got massive anxiety, and so the whole lead up to a show is torturous for me. It's been it used to be very. I used to supplement that with drink. I couldn't go and perform without having a drink.
Same.
And so that was an issue, but I definitely feel it.
It is an issue. Oh my gosh. I can't tell you the amount of times I have been on stage just plastered. I have
been there. Yeah.
I don't, my legacy is like, I was playing at Rubber Gloves one time in Denton, and I was definitely plastered, but I also didn't know what a wedge monitor was or why they called it a wedge, and I sat on it and I like flipped off the stage. That's my legacy now.
Hey.
But yeah, no, I think I'm like 6 months sober now from alcohol, so
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
you.
I'm sober as well. I think I just reached like 270 days, something
wow.
like that. So that's awesome. Definitely, I'm open about that. I'm a huge alcoholic. If I touch alcohol again, my life's over. And so that's not for everybody, but that's definitely it almost destroyed me.
Yeah, and it's like it's not so much that it's like, oh, I drink every day. It's just on those occasions I do. I'm like
0 to 100.
Yeah.
I can't stop.
Yeah, Big B's had to get me out of trouble at shows because I tried to get in a fight with somebody after performing because I was drunk and just didn't know what I was doing.
Oh my goodness.
So you said you performed at Rubber Gloves. I see that you also performed at Club Dada, River Bottoms, RBC Deep Ellum, Gillies Dallas, and then you also have Emo Night coming up, right? The
Yes.
Southside Music Hall.
Yes.
You excited for that? A little nervous?
I'm so excited. Like on one hand, I'm always like, emo night is such an overwhelming, because I've also worked emo night. But emo night is such an overwhelming place, but it's also like one of my favorites to do. It's like, okay, everyone's gonna be extremely shit-faced.
Yeah.
We're gonna hear like a bunch of emo songs, and it's gonna be really overwhelming, but it's gonna be really fun because the crowd. I love the crowd for emo night.
I was just about to ask that. Have you ever heard of an artist Broken perform at Evo Night? BRKN? Not ringing any bells? Okay. Me and Big B went to an Emo Night one time, watch one of our friends, so I was just curious.
Okay.
Maybe we've been in the same room without even realizing it, but awesome. Which one of those places was your favorite place to perform at?
So my second show, we played at Trees.
Oh, okay.
And Trees, we played there one time. It was so fun. It was so good. But I think for like recurring venues, I love Club Dada, and I love Texas Tea Room. I love Texas Tea Room. Their sound guy is so amazing. I love that place.
Yeah. Is it just the sound that makes you love that place, or is it like the intimate environment?
I do really like that place. Not only because it's like super close to Chiba Hut, but like everyone up there is just really kind. And I love the owner, Zemer. He has been just like so great, and he's also over at Puzzles now too. And we've played there a couple times, and I don't mind Puzzles. it's just a little bigger, and it's really hard to fill out. I'm like,
Do you have a set list like that you go to, or is it like you switch it up depending on the place?
So we do have a pretty set list. We have an intro. We play the same songs in pretty much the same order, and then we like to do like a surprise song at the end.
Yeah.
Because I've done like these eras. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, hello. Who am I?
Definitely gonna get into that.
So we'll do a surprise song at the end from the previous album cycle, and we'll change it up.
That's pretty good. So it's almost like kind of choreographed in a way. You kind of know what to prepare from start to beginning. Kind of.
Yeah, it's very choreographed because I have a band, but I also have like a full track, and it's not like multiple track. It's one wave track.
Yeah.
And it just goes. It has the intro songs, interludes, and so I'm like everything is very set.
Everything's on that one track.
Everything.
Oh,
is
wow.
on that track.
Yeah.
So organized.
Wow. And so you perform with a band as well, or?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
How long have you been performing with the band?
Since my second show, so since September of 2022. Yeah.
Was it hard to like get everybody on the same page at first, or?
Um.
I don't know. I've only ever worked with like single or duos, and so working with a whole band, I can.
Kind of. Because for last era, I had a set band of a bassist and a guitarist, and I had a violinist as well, which was just the coolest thing in the world. I love that.
Yeah, those are
and
hard to come
then
by.
This particular era that we're doing, I have a bassist, a guitarist, and a drummer. And these are all like new members that weren't, and because they're actually doing like their own band now. So I basically just give them the songs. I'm like, hey, here's the songs.
They
Play
learn
what
them?
you think.
Oh.
Because I'm not going to notice, really. I'm not going to know. Just, here you go. Do what you think
can.
will sound
Yeah,
good.
do
I
your
don't
best.
know.
Wow. Going into those eras, I'm assuming you're talking about like the two visual worlds you've kind of created.
Yeah.
And so we watched it. You've got a circus and a church. I know that's by design. So what and why are those your choices?
Ooh.
Where did that come from?
So the circus thing, as a photographer, I was very ingrained in the music scene, the local music scene, specifically the hardcore scene, and it was not a fun place to be. I'm gonna be so honest, it was not a fun place to be. People are so incredibly mean. And they are so vicious. They are so vicious. And, like, it was just one thing after the other. And it felt, like, really, really chaotic. And I think, I think the first one I wrote was actually, it might have been either Whist or Jester's Privilege, because I was just so angry at the whole entire thing. And I think it was actually Jester's Privilege, and then I think the title track came very shortly after, and I was like, well, now I have to write a whole album around this theme, so now I have to. And then I had written a song that's going to be on the upcoming album called Confessional around the same time, and I was like, well, I like this song. Let's make this the next album. Let's write around this one singular song and create a world around this song. And then I didn't even use it as a single. So.
Do you drop a lot of singles, or are you an album person?
For Big Top Circus, I did do quite a few singles. But for this one, I'm only doing 4. So because I've written so much, and I'm like, we gotta get it out. We gotta go. We cannot do this.
And so the songs you've dropped this year, are they the singles that you've released? Are those leading up to the album? Okay.
Yeah, Conversion, The Forbidden Fruit, Prophet, and House of God are all on this next record.
Do you have a name for the record yet, or?
I do.
You keeping it to yourself, or?
I mean, I keep calling it. I think everyone knows that. Like, I'm like, oh, the Rebirth era. It's called Rebirth. Like, I don't.
Okay.
Like, I don't know.
Where'd that come from? Where'd that name come from?
Ew, if I say one more time.
Hey, you're gonna. It's okay. Yeah.
Rebirth, because this whole entire thing is about finding your inner God, and it's a lot of healing and like going back in time and trying to process all of the shit from that and some other things, but even before that, and then it's basically just a rebirth. It's like, okay, here's the shit, we're healing from the shit, and we're becoming anew, and we are moving on and letting go and finding peace with it.
What do you feel like you're finding peace from?
I have a really hard time holding grudges against things. Like, oh my goodness, I'm so bad about grudges. I don't care if you screwed me over in middle school. It's bad. It's really bad. So, like, this is definitely just trying to... Ow, I just hit myself in the face. This is trying to let go of a bunch of that. And what I personally experienced in that particular music scene. Which, I mean, that can be said for a lot of music scenes.
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's not a fun place.
A lot of them are shitty. There's a lot of shitty people.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that'll do you wrong. And
It's a lot of hypocrisy.
that too.
It's
Yeah.
Yikes.
You said you hold grudges. Would you be the type of person to have a burn book? Like Regina George?
This is the burn book. This is the burn book.
That's funny. Yeah, when you said that you hold grudges, that was just like the first thing that came to my head.
That's so funny. I just watched that musical the other day.
You like musicals? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite genre. Oh my god.
Which one's your favorite?
Definitely Legally Blonde.
Oh, yeah.
Legally Blonde. And then Dear Evan Hansen is not far behind.
I love Dear Evan Hansen.
Stop it.
It's the movie I told you. I watched that movie when I was locked up, and I sent it to everybody. And I told you, this is what you need. I watched the movie like 2 times in a row.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Not to get into it, but I was locked up, and so I watched that movie. And one, don't let anybody else see you watching the Dear Evan Hansen when you're locked up.
Never seen it.
I was under the blankets crying,
what?
watching the movie, and I was like, "Wow, this is beautiful. I gotta go." Like, I wanted to see where this came from and what it started from. So
that soundtrack is
phenomenal.
It's stellar. I genuinely think Waving Through a Window is one of the best musical theater songs to ever grace the earth.
Definitely.
It's so good.
I haven't thought about that movie in like a year or two. I know I need to see the show as well, but yeah.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
So you said that the Forbidden Fruit is your personal favorite song, and so
That's out. Yeah.
that's out.
That's out.
Ooh, that's out. Of course. I also see. So you have "Welcome to the Freak Show" as your first song. "Forbidden Fruit" is your favorite, and "House of God" is your latest song. Walk me through where you were at when your first song and what's different now with your favorite song in your latest release.
Well, Welcome to the Freak Show. I pulled that song out of my ass. I'm gonna be so real. I don't know. Everyone loves it, and I'm like, guys, it means nothing.
Yeah.
It means absolutely. It's maybe okay. Like, ooh, I found a place where I belong. But like it does not mean that much. I mean, maybe it does to other people, but to me, I don't know. I wrote it on my living room floor in like 15 minutes, maybe 30. It was quick. They are. Yeah, I was super young when I wrote that. I was, I think, 20, 21 maybe when I wrote that. I had to be 20. I don't know. I was really young when I wrote that, and I needed a song. I needed another song for the album. And I was like, well, let's do a song like introducing like the world. So that's kind of what that was. And then House of God was actually written not too long afterwards, because I was already like writing and writing and writing and writing. So House of God was probably written, I mean, maybe a year later, if that. I think, and then The Forbidden Fruit was probably, I think I wrote that in 2023. I don't know, I was like, I really want, well, I wanted a song based on Adam and Eve, and I wasn't really sure how to, like, go about it, and I was like, wait, women empowerment song, what are we doing? Hello? So that was another one that was very quickly written.
You said that song ruffles feathers, correct?
Yeah.
Is it the women empowerment you feel like that ruffles the
Yeah.
feathers, or why is it? What feathers does it ruffle?
Probably men.
Yeah.
Probably men. Because it's in religious people, like uber religious people, because it's definitely it's just a play on oh well, what if Adam actually forced Eve to eat the apple and then blamed her for it, and now everyone hates her, and then it kind of goes into how I've personally experienced being blamed for men's not great actions.
Yeah. Men love to gaslight. Love to, once again, not take any accountability.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I can 100% hate that, but at the same time, that sucks. I don't think you're ruffling any feathers. I think it's good to talk about those things. I think it's good to call people out, too.
Yeah.
Call things out for how you see them.
Yeah, especially now. Call them out. If you're a weirdo, you're getting called out. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I've never been one to, like, back down on, like, call-outs, especially when I was, like, younger, and that's kind of what got me in trouble with the hardcore scene.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Not afraid to speak your mind?
Yeah, so I kind of had to tone it down because, like, yeah, I was standing up for what I believed was right, but then I realized, I'm like, this is not worth my energy because no one's, like, they're not listening, like, it's not worth it.
You can't change everybody.
Yeah.
No point in wasting your energy shouting into a void.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your song Target Girl, I can tell it came from a angry place. Can you walk me through what you were going through in that time?
That.
Yeah.
I had a lot of people that hated me, and even one of my exes was like, asked this person that was like super mean to me. He was like, well, what did she do? And this girl just did not have an answer. And I'm like, because I don't think I did anything.
Right.
Like, I called someone out, and they did not like that. And they took that harassment very, very far, to the point where I was like, I'm done. I can't, like, I'm leaving, like, this scene. As much as I enjoy the music itself, I cannot do this. Like, this is a place full of just, like, very, very awful people. And I still see it sometimes on Twitter. I'll be scrolling and something comes up that's, like, controversial from the hardcore scene, and I'm just reading the response. I'm like, why are y'all so miserable?
Yeah.
Y'all are so incredibly miserable. And it's somehow gotten worse. I don't know.
And so that's like a whole scene that,
Yeah.
I guess,
It's very, like...
is it like a venue scene type, or is it like a collective of people? I don't want you to call out anybody by name, but...
No.
Yeah.
No. It's more like a genre.
Okay.
And so people that come to these genre-specific shows, and, like, I haven't been involved since 2019, like, very early, so I'm not sure what goes on over there anymore. But sometimes I see things, and I'm like, how is it still this bad?
Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed that you have more music videos than, like, an average up-and-coming artist. Once again, I mentioned it even off camera, but there seems to be a lot of good production into your music videos. Are music videos important to you, and which one of them has been your favorite?
They are so important to me. I wish I could afford more.
Yeah.
Because I wanted a music video for every single song.
Yeah.
And then which I started doing. And then after I put out the Ringleader music video, I was like, wait, this is, I can't afford this. I need to stop.
That one caught my eye for sure too,
Yeah.
just with everybody, the dancers you had in the background.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
I mean, I was like, wow, this is
I love
really...
filming that one.
Yeah, it was really fun.
I love music videos because, again, I don't really like when my words are misconstrued. So I'm like, well, let me show you
Paint
what
the
I'm
picture.
trying to say, and it's just fun. I love performing, and that's another part of it. And I don't know. I think we gotta let go of the song, but the Welcome to the Freak Show music video was so fun.
Yeah.
I loved doing that video. But I also really loved doing the conversion video because I got to do that with my little brother. He filmed and edited that entire video, and that was really fun. And then we also filmed a video for the Forbidden Fruit, which is coming out soon, hopefully, if he sends it. That one was so fun because we had this like gigantic reticulated python. I was shitting. I was so scared. But that one was super fun. That one was really fun.
Do you have a hand in the creativity when it comes to your videos?
I am the creator. I do everything.
Yeah.
I do everything because I'm such I want everything to be like very specific, and if it's not, I get like I get super overwhelmed, and I'm like, okay, but like this is not what I envisioned, and now it's bothering me, and it sounds super bratty almost, but I'm like, if I'm paying for this, and I have a very specific vision, so I'm very nitpicky about that.
Yeah. I think any artist who understands creating art would understand that without thinking of someone being bratty. I mean, you have to be selective, especially if it's your words, it's a part of you that you're putting out there. I think that's really cool too, especially like you said, to put that visual representation of your music out there. So that way it's not misconstrued. That way it's not overlooked. And so that way maybe some of those hidden meanings, double entendres, you can kind of play into the video as well. It's like, oh, I said this line and maybe it missed you, but now I'm saying this line on this video and now you see what I meant by the line.
Yeah,
And
there's some lines like that that are totally.
Do you like leaving hidden messages for people to like find out?
I do. It's so funny. Sword Swallower is full of them, and no one's ever like figured it out.
Just by the name, I can assume that there's quite a few double entendres.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe
people always think that it's about
It's about that, but it's
and it's like before we play it, I would always say, guys, this song is not about sucking dick.
I mean, you have the circus going for you, so I mean that too.
Yeah, I was like, no, it's literally a song about people misconstrue your words.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, let me just shut up then, since you're gonna tell me what I meant. I just won't speak then.
Yeah.
So, with your workflow as a pop artist, is it different from, let's say, like me, I'm a rapper?
No, I think we're probably more similar.
Why so?
Maybe.
Why so?
Maybe. It's me and a YouTube beat.
Oh.
I'm trying to work with more producers to get like beats that I actually can like fully own, because right now a lot of mine are just they're licensed.
Yeah.
I do own Target Girl, I own Sword Swallower, I own the Forbidden Fruit, and then another 3 on the album I own, but it's me looking up da 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 type beat. Let me write to this. Buy a license, go in the studio and record it.
Do you have a routine when you go in the studio? Like when you get in there, what's the first thing you do?
I don't really think I have a routine. I kind of just sit down, put them on, and then just like my checks. Or I was like, check.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Hop into it.
Reverb's too much. Turn the click off. Like.
So do you record with somebody else, or do you have someone else record you, or do you record on your own?
I wish I could record on my own, but I record my first producer I was recording with was Jeff Green with Vicious Audio, but he moved over near Wichita Falls, so I was like, oh shit, I can't record with him. So I started recording with Santiago, I think HLDR Music, and he's a drummer of Broken Side, and he's very well respected. And I was like, well, let me go work with him. Loved it. I love working with Santi, and I also sometimes work with Samson. His name is Samson, and he's in a band called South State. So I kind of flip between
them. Yeah.
Like, I'm going to see Samson tomorrow, but just depends. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong either with what you're doing too. Going on YouTube, finding beats. I mean, you're able to still create, and if you didn't have that, you wouldn't be able to create.
Yeah, the what I'm recording tomorrow is actually a custom beat. I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I don't want other people to have the same. And I realize rappers do that like so much. Like even like very famous rappers share beats sometimes. But I don't think pop artists do that much. So I was like, I don't really want to do that. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely get that. I feel like maybe they haven't done before, but they're definitely, I mean, nowadays I think there's a lot of people that are creating the exact same way you're creating. And so I don't see it. But I definitely understand wanting to be original. You know, you don't want to, we've had that a couple of times where we've started a song, made a song, and then out of nowhere we'll go listen to a slightly famous song. We're like, oh crap, that's the same beat we're making. And then we're like, well, they did it way better than we did it. So it has turned us off of a song sometimes. But at the same time, we try not to let those things get to us. Is it true? And I know you kind of wrote this in form, but you've talked, once again, being misunderstood, but you said that you got cold medicine for a stranger on the internet.
Yes, I did.
Walk me, how did that happen? And where did it start from?
In the Denton Facebook group, where everyone in Denton, everyone and their mom's in that group. Yeah. And I don't know, I don't know who it was, someone posted that they were super sick and they didn't have any medicine and they didn't have any money to get medicine. And I wasn't doing shit, and I hoard medicine. I have such bad anxiety that I'm like, I'm gonna overdose on a Tylenol. I'm not taking this shit. So I have so, like, I hoard it. And I had a lot of, like, mucus medicine and, like, Tylenol. I had cold and flu and whatever, and I was like, yeah, I'll bring it. Like, why not? Like, I have it. I can drive it over to you. So I ended up bringing this guy some meds and a nasal spray because I have 5 million of them that are unopened because I have severe sinus problems. But I don't know, and I packed him some soup and some throat coat and cough drops, and I just dropped it off, and no, he told me, he was like, perfect, I've got the medicine, the soup will really help, I'm watching Mary Poppins, I'm all set. I'm like, you go, girl. Like,
that's awesome.
I don't know.
People miss that part of you think, right?
Yeah.
Quietly generous.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, because I don't broadcast it. It's not something like I feel the need to like broadcast. Yeah, you see all these people like on TikTok or Facebook or whatever, and they're like, I'm gonna go give $500 to the next. I don't feel the need to like go and film all my fucking interactions. Yeah. Because it doesn't feel like that's just who I am. Like, I don't. At
that point, you're always on a stage. You're always performing.
Yeah.
It takes out the, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, the genuineness of it.
Yeah. And it's like, great, you're still doing it, but it's like, reviews are like, what are you doing it for?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're like, got these big ass meta glasses on, like, like, what are you doing it for?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think people will lie to themselves too and truly believe in their own head that they're doing it for other people, but they've just brainwashed themselves into thinking that because.
Yeah, and they might.
Yeah.
And I mean, you don't know what someone's thinking, but I personally don't feel the need to make a video about it and post it on the internet. And I don't know. I don't think about doing that.
Yeah.
Come with me to pack a care package for this houseless person. Like, it feels so exploitative almost.
Yeah. Absolutely. You said your sound sounds like 2015 Tumblr sound.
Oh yes.
For someone, because there's a lot of younger generation, for someone who wasn't there, what does 2015 Tumblr sound like?
Oh gosh. It was definitely like rebelling.
Yeah.
And like puking glitter.
I could see that.
It was,
Yeah.
and then we had the whole, Halsey ran that bitch. Like, oh my gosh. Halsey and Marina and the Diamond, they ran Tumblr.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of it is it's that mixed with, because I love Kesha. That is my mother. I love her. So a lot of it's like that mixed with that. I don't know. I was super, super into like the aesthetics on Tumblr.
Yeah.
I was very much a Tumblr kid.
Speaking on Kesha, you said that looking past the TikTok, the Love Is My Drug, she actually makes some deep music.
She does.
Could you explain what songs are deeper than the other ones?
Oh, let me pull them up. Let me see. We've got so many.
Yeah, definitely put us on some Kesha songs,
I
because
think she's touring.
She is.
Right?
Yes.
I think she is.
I'm seeing her in like a week or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have any music, does she?
She does. Well, she put something out last year. She put out an album called Period last year.
Okay, yeah.
But her album Rainbow was great.
mm-hmm.
We know Praying. Praying was great. But she has an album called Eat the Acid. And it is so, it's just super incredible. Especially, like, I love Fine Line. Living in My Head. I don't know. Because a lot of people just see her as like the grungy, dirty ass party girl. Like, they don't see. Because even on the record that Die Young was on, got some really great, like, deeper meaning songs. She has just been such an inspiration to me since I was like 11.
Really?
It's been a hot
So
minute.
she's definitely somebody that shows up in your music, like inspiration-wise.
Yes. Yes.
She's incredibly smart.
She
She
is.
really is.
She is. I love her.
That album you mentioned, E.T., is that like a play on psychedelics, or is it the acid? Is she referring to something else, like actual, like a vat of acid?
Well, because at first the album was called Gag Order,
Okay.
and then she just recently changed it to Eat the Acid, because I think Gag Order was very much like reminiscent, talking about her situation that she was in with her label and her producer.
She did finally get out of that, right? Or, okay.
Yeah, she did. Thank God.
Yeah.
She did. Now she's got her own label and she's doing fun bad bitch things.
Yeah.
But I think Eat the Acid is kind of saying, like, I think it's another way of saying, like, don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Got it.
I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's all up for interpretation.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's all up for interpretation. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Right now, do you currently feel like you're building your career more in Dallas, or in, like, are you in this Fort Worth scene, or do you spend most of your time in Dallas or near Denton, or?
We play Dallas.
Really?
Like, we don't play Fort Worth that often.
Yeah.
Like, we played Fort Worth 2 months ago or so, and it was the first time that we'd played Fort Worth since, like, 2024. So we're in Dallas, pretty much.
And do you enjoy building your career in Dallas? Do
Yeah.
you like the music scene out there?
I love Dallas.
Yeah.
I really, Denton is super fun too, but I feel like Dallas is more where I have a little more success.
Yeah.
Because there's pop artists out there, but there doesn't seem to be that many
Yeah.
in the like local artists anyway. So playing local shows is always kind of hit or miss.
Yeah.
Because there's no one to play with. Like there's
What do most of the people out in Dallas do if it's not doing pop?
I see a lot of metalcore and like rock shit.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of rap out
Yeah.
in Fort Worth.
For sure.
Yeah. I don't know. So that's why like I don't play that many. I try to play once a month, but usually it's like once every 2 months maybe.
Yeah.
Just any show I can hop on that makes a lick of sense at all. Like anything I can hop on, because there's not many pop artists that are like big enough to tour,
Yeah.
but also not small enough to where they're playing like at puzzles
Yeah.
and need local openers.
Mm.
Like I can't open for Cash over at Dos Equis Pavilion. Like so I try to get those up and coming artists.
Yeah.
I try to get on those bills.
Do you think there's a reason there's no pop artists? Do you feel like pop is falling, or is just...
I think the kind of pop I'm doing is kind of in a struggle.
limbo, kind of?
Yeah, I think a lot of people love like very sad. Like I think what's her Gracie Abrams.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know her music. I know she's a sad girly.
Yeah.
A lot of people love like that sad. Like I get it.
Yeah.
The world's kind of a shit show right now. People want to have relatable cry music. No one wants to pop puss. Like, like I don't know. So yeah, and a lot of people now see this kind of like dark pop as like corny a little bit. Well, it is corny. It's a little corny, and that's okay. It's fun. But I think a lot of people are like, we want something with more meaning. And I'm like, what happened to girls just want to have fun? Like sometimes it's just fun.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be sad.
Do you try to balance that, like just the fun in your music, try not to put too much meaning, or do you feel like you get caught up in trying to make every song meaningful?
A lot of my they are meaningful, but they're not extremely sad.
Yeah.
Because a lot of my stuff is like a little spiteful almost.
I was gonna say, you mentioned anger a couple times, that you write out of anger.
Yeah. I don't really write about things that make me happy, because I don't feel the need to like, that's not something I need to cope with or like struggle with.
Yeah.
So I don't really have that many songs that are like, I'm so happy, la 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 la. A lot of them are really angry and stuff that is not out yet, and that'll be out probably like next year. I do have some really sad shit coming.
I'm so curious. So these songs where you're like angry and you have to like sing them again, and again, like do you start like how you feel? Does that start changing, or do you find yourself like still just as angry, just as upset?
I think it probably comes in waves, because I think one day I could be okay with it, and then the next day I'm like, wait, no, actually, because let me tell you this. No, actually, I do have another point I need to bring up. Like, so I think it definitely just comes in waves. I don't know. I'm also very mentally unstable. So.
I feel like maybe you get like clarity after you perform. You're like, oh, I let that out, and then the next day when you're replaying it back in your head, because you're replaying it back in your head, now you're like, oh, wait, and it brings
Back.
all full
It's
circle. You're
back
like, wait a
again.
second, I hate that motherfucker. You not being able to write fully with happiness. In words, your catalog needs you to be in pain. Is that a dangerous path to walk on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, should I go on a date with this person who just called me an ugly bitch? And they're like, I'm gonna do it for the plot. And I'm like, I'm gonna do it for the music.
Yeah.
I need something to write about.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, that's
That's hilarious.
that's a good way to think about it. I mean, I think the same thing. I think if I'm not having anything going on in my life and everything's smooth and dandy,
Something's wrong.
I have to dig really deep to be able to write about things. But when I just had the worst moment of my life, or I just crashed out, or something horrible happened to me, and a week of me crashing out, or like the last time I relapsed, man, that gave me enough writing content for a month.
Yeah.
I was like, all those mistakes and all that trouble is what allowed me to write.
Oh yeah, and then you'll write like 5 songs, and it's like, no, wait, I have more to say actually.
Yeah.
I have more to say.
You say you're misunderstood. What do you wish people would ask you?
Maybe not. I don't think there's anything like in particular I wish that people would ask me. I think I just wish that they'd take the time to just talk to me in general on more than a, hey, what's up, loved your set, like that was really nice, and then walk away. Like come over, or we can meet somewhere or whatever, and just like hang out with me. Like I'd like, so many people think I'm like, I don't like them. I get that a lot. They're like, oh well, she doesn't like me. I'm like, where did you get that from? I've never said that.
They took one look. Like you gave them one look, and I guess they judged you off that.
Yeah, I have a very bad resting bitch face, or like a resting like autism face, where I look miserable a lot of the times, and I'm not. It's just my face, and then sometimes my tone is extremely flat or extremely off, and I'll make a joke, and I think I sound like I'm joking, and then there was this one time with my old guitarist. I looked at him a lot like a younger brother, and so I would always like playfully bully him. And there was one time we were live on Instagram during a practice, and I was just playing around with him, and I watched it back, and I'm like, oh my god, this is why people like, I sounded so serious when I was saying what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what I said. I was like, can you like, you need to like sit the fuck down and like focus. And I was trying to joke about it, and then I watched it back, and I'm like, oh my god, like that sounded so mean. Like, no wonder people think I'm rude. But when people get to know me, they're like, no, actually, like, you're actually like a little too nice sometimes. And I'm like, yeah. And so people just kind of meet me once, and they're like, oh, she was rude. Oh, she doesn't like me. Oh, she did this. And I'm like,
yeah.
If I don't like you, you will really know, and I will tell you. I don't like sit and like smile in people's faces. Like, I just don't do that. So if I don't like someone, they will definitely know.
And I mean, everyone's judging books by their cover still.
Yeah.
And that's what sucks, is like they're always going to judge you, and however they want to see you is how they're going to see you. And so if they're not really wanting to know you, if they're not really wanting to see that nice side of you, they're immediately just going to put this blanket cover over you.
Yeah, and a lot of it probably does, like, I mean, come from their own insecurities or whatever they want to make up in their head about me.
Is this, I did some research. I don't think I've seen you on another interview or podcast. Is this your first kind of sit down interview or podcast, or have you had one before?
I've done 2 before, but they were with the same company. I don't know. Company promoter. I was on Chill Sounds and Breakdowns twice. Once in 2022 and once in 2023. So, and I don't think he's doing it that much right now. And I was like, well, shit, like, I really want to, like, go and do another one. And you guys reached out, like, 3 months after I said that. And I was like, yay. So, I liked how, like, in-depth you guys were. Like, especially on the, what I filled out.
Oh, yeah. The form.
Yes.
Yeah, we figured with us being as small as we are, we wanted to try to be as in-depth and as professional as we could be.
I loved it.
And so.
I loved it.
especially too because I mean a lot of the artists we're reaching out to we are just finding, and so we don't know that much about you until you decide, oh yeah, I'd love to be on a show, and so then we go and we're like, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna learn about you, and so
Yeah.
Big B's really the person who gets started, and so he'll kind of be like, oh yeah, I saw this, I like this person, I like what they're doing, and he'll show me, and then I'm like, all right, cool, and then we'll go with that. But I asked that question really because I mean everyone envisions being on a podcast. You even said you wanted to be one again 3 months ago before we reached out to you. Why do you want to be on? Is there something you're wanting to say? Is there something you're wanting to get off your chest?
I love talking about myself. I
Who
mean,
doesn't?
no, I just like, I think it all just comes back to being heard.
Being heard.
Because, like, I like to talk to people. I like to talk. I just have a very hard time doing it and, like, getting my words to come out correctly.
Yeah.
So
I think it's really cool too. I mean, that was another reason we actually started this, was because people only see that content side of you. They only see that artist side of you, or that persona you put on. And so the podcast is cool because it's like, oh, okay, now I kind of get to take the mask off a little bit, and you kind of get to see behind the scenes, which seems what everyone seems to be falling in love with nowadays is the behind the scenes process. Everyone wants to see the process. They want to know why. That's like why vlogging is so big, streaming is so big, and all that.
Did you say logic?
No, vlogging.
Oh, I thought you said logic. What does
No.
does he have to do with this?
Not logic. Logic doesn't have anything to do with anything right now, really. Let me see. You got 2 songs called Contortionist and Ringleader. Those stuck out to me. Kind of reference. Are they a reference like manipulation and power? And is that the theme that kind of comes back?
They are, but it's 2 different kinds. Because Ringleader is definitely just about like being overworked and not making enough money to, and just being an artist and like, well, we can pay you an exposure. I'm like, the hell am I gonna tell my apartment complex? Yeah, I have here you go. I have 4 exposures. I got, like, what the hell? And then the Contortionist is another power struggle song, but it's about a relationship or wanting it to be a relationship.
Got it.
I was like, the sex is good, but I want more. I want more.
Nothing wrong with that. So your music can look sweet, but it's dark in context. Why do you make your dark music look so sweet?
I think it stems from, honestly, me, because I started collecting like toys when I was 15, 16 actually.
Yeah.
But when I was very little, I was like, I did ballet and I did like all the girly stuff. And then I hit maybe middle school maybe. And I was like, I don't want to wear hair bows. I don't want to wear pink. I want to wear black, and I want to feel like I want to look. It was fucking stupid. It was fucking stupid. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And then when I got like 16 or so, I kind of started getting into toy collecting and more vintage like clothing. And so I think that's kind of where it comes from. Is it's reconnecting with like who I was as a kid. And then it's also very like everything, all my visuals are like my fit, the drip is very influenced by like vintage toys, like 80s. I mean, I really love the like 50s fashion, 60s, 70s. 70s was really cute.
70s is definitely one of my favorite. I love the green and brown like aesthetic from the 70s.
I love
And
anything
orange.
like pink or like pastel. It's not just pink, it's just pastels. I really love pastel colors.
Do you have a favorite color?
Pink.
Pink? Love pink. Love pink.
Yeah. So it's mostly from just like a love of like vintage fashion.
Yeah, I fell in love with fashion when I started thrift shopping.
Yes.
That's kind of what got me. And then I started looking into all the eras of like how people dress in the 70s, how people dress in the 80s. I love that. And I love being able to play with that and jump into it. Because I mean, I was the same way. I think you go to a point where you try to, maybe as a kid, or like you said, even around 11 or 12, you really are kind of your true self. But then you get to that point where you now have to try to impress other people, or you try to be someone you're not.
Yeah.
And then as you grow up, you find like, oh man, fuck with that. Why did I even do all that? And you kind of find that balance between both of them.
Yeah, and you can kind of like teeter too, because I was like, okay, little ballerina girly. And like I did ballet, cheerleading, gymnastics. Like I was a pageant girl. Like I did all the very girly things. And then when I hit like high school, I want to say it was like very early high school. I was like, actually, I'm gonna be grungy, and I'm gonna be like miserable looking, and like I don't want to wear hair bows. And then I just kind of like late high school, I was like, okay, like this is cute again. This is cute again. Then enter the hardcore scene, and everyone was wearing like black jeans and like band tees. I was like, okay, well, I guess we'll dress like that now. And then got out of that, and I was like, okay, wait, we're back, we're back, we're back, and I've been there since.
Yeah. I mean, I love the style now. I think that, especially, I mean, you kind of got like a porcelain doll outfit, I think, right now, which I think is really cool.
I got this bitch on Facebook Marketplace, like, for like $20.
Hey, I love Facebook Marketplace.
I know.
Love Facebook Marketplace. I sit there scrolling for music equipment all the time, and I have no money in my pockets. And I'm like, oh man, look at this. This $2,000 piece of equipment's only $600. I wish I could. I love Facebook Marketplace. Man. Well, that's awesome. I kind of want to, I'm trying to think, I'm going to segue into our segment. And so what I call this segment is Leave the Light On. And so we have 2 cards there. And so one of them has your name on it. And right below that card is the artist that we had sitting in that chair right before you. And so the whole point of the segment is passing a message to the next person that's going to be sitting in that chair. And so I'd love for you to just take a few moments. There's no rush at all. Once again, we can always cut everything out.
Am I gonna cry?
But I don't know.
Am I?
But pretty much what you can do is I'd love for you to write anything down. It can be a message, it can be motivation, it can be a word, it can be a picture, it could be anything. And it's just something for the next person sitting in the chair. After you write your thing down, we're going to keep it private until the next episode. And so it's a way for the next artist to come back and look at your episode when they get your note, for you to go look at the next one. And so it kind of builds that community. And so once you write yours down, we're going to have you read out loud what that last artist said to you and if or what it means to you. So,
okay.
Yeah, you can take your time now and you can just write anything on that card. Write it on the back of the card.
Wait.
Or wherever your name's not.
So I write on this one?
On the other side. Yes, write on that one, just on that side.
Okay. Everyone ignore my terrible posture.
Oh, you're good. Perfect. Thank you for that. And now, if you'll read what Trippy Chitty left for you.
Who is it? Trippy?
Trippy Chitty. He was the last artist we had. I think we had him on a few days ago. He kind of makes, I forgot the word. It's rap music, but it's kind of like XXXTentacion, kind of Trippy Red, kind of a little more alternative.
Like
okay.
TK.
Yeah.
Okay.
TK elements.
He's Chief Keef influence as well. But yeah.
This is very similar to what I wrote. Never let anybody tell you what you can or can't do in this life, even when it doesn't come to music.
Beautiful.
You control your own shit.
Dude.
Do what you want to do.
And if you want to be seen, if you want to be heard, you sometimes have to do that
Do what the
yourself
hell you want to do.
Do
Cute.
what you want.
Mention something you read that I would like to do. Do not wish to live
I love that.
Yeah, what do I do?
You can just set it right down, yeah. No worries.
Yeah, because I feel like that's like all I know.
Yeah.
Cause like I 2 years old, I'm in gymnastics. I'm making up my little dances and doing whatever little 2-year-olds do, and as soon as I could talk, just like singing around the house, and just there's never been a time in my life where I was not creating something. I mean, I've been doing photography for 10 years. I've written multiple novels, poetry, songs. Like there's not a time where I just wasn't creating something. So I don't wish to live a life where I'm not creating, because I don't know what that is. I've never experienced that.
Yeah.
So.
That's good, because I feel like a lot of people live the opposite. There's a quote online, and I've mentioned it quite a bit. I don't know if you've seen it, but if you stop creating your life, you start to manage it. And once you start managing your life, that's where the stress comes in. That's where the being tired and feeling down. When you're always creating something, you're always building something new. And so you're kind of pushing yourself forward in a way. And so I love that. I think it's important for anybody, even besides music, to create. And whatever it is you're doing, create food, create a beautiful home, you know, create a beautiful life for your dogs, your kids, your cat, whatever it may be, but just create something, because I think once you create, then you start to get that, you know, a little bit of purpose, and you start to get a little bit of good pride. Good pride about what it is you're building, about what it is you're creating.
Yeah, that's why I say I'm just like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know a life without creating something.
I hope you never know a life without creating something. I'll say that.
Thank you.
Well, Victoria, I just got a couple more questions, and I kind of want to ask, if someone's discovering your page for the first time and they haven't heard a single song yet, what do you want them to understand about Viktoria XO within the first 3 seconds?
This, I posted a video the other day with this caption. I'm like, okay, this is for like the girls who were like called weird in high school, like, but are also like super hot. Like this is for the weird like baddies. This is what this is.
It's for the weird baddies.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that.
And then the theater kids, which are weird baddies.
Yeah.
Always misunderstood.
Yeah.
I think even when I was younger, misunderstood theater kids. I love theater kids now, though. I think it's really cool.
I think I stopped misunderstanding them when I was in theater tech. That's when I was like, wait, y'all are actually dumb.
Like, it's just fun. Like,
Yeah, they're being themselves.
They're being themselves, and that helped
Letting
me
go.
like get out of my shell. So like, shout out to the theater kids.
yeah, and sometimes it is corny. I'll say it. It's corny sometimes, but it's to be cringe is to be free. I feel I love to tour. Why did I do that?
It is to be free, because you're not worried about how anybody feeling about you. You're just doing it.
Yeah, and it's just fun. Like,
Having
gosh,
fun.
like theater is so fun.
As we kind of come and wind down to a close, I'm going to take us into another section. And what it is it's called Signal Boost. And so what we like to do is we like to offer you a chance to shout out anybody in your life who's meant something to you in your musical journey or in your personal journey. If you have anybody. And then also, if you have a creator that you would like to shout out, or another artist or a producer, or anybody just in the scene that you would like to shout out. But totally free for you to shout out however many people or however many. If it's just yourself you want to shout out, I will absolutely take that as well.
Definitely would. Who's gonna go first? Probably would love to shout out the team over at Third String. They gave me my first show opportunities, and would also Spoon as well. Charlie DeBolt has been so incredible to me and helped book my last my end of era show last year, and it just has always been so helpful. And then obviously my wonderful band, Trey, Matt, and Jack. They are so fabulous, and I'm so grateful for them. It's like I don't have any friends. Okay. I'll just shout out who's gonna be on my album release show. Okay. Leno Lavish. He's a great rapper, so incredible, deserves so much more than what he's gotten. Ren Silas, they incredible voice. I hate them so much because their voice is so incredible. I'm just like, you're so talented, I hate you. So, such an incredible artist. And May Graves is a drag artist and also an electronic artist, so they're just like the coolest person I've ever met. They're so cool. So shout out to them, and also shout out to Veil of Tears. They are so wonderful. I just recently met them, but they're so cool, and I see what they're doing, and they definitely deserve more attention. So I think, and then obviously shout out to my family, not my dad's side. Well, my brothers, y'all are good. Y'all are good over there. Everyone else, go away. Go away. Wait. Yeah, shout out to my brothers. They're so wonderful, and my little brother's been doing my music videos lately. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And shout out to all the bitches who hate me and have done me dirty, because I have gotten some wonderful music out of you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Shout out all the haters.
Yeah, shout out to haters. You dating?
Unfortunately for my haters, this worked out in my favor.
Oh yeah.
So,
Well, Victoria,
I think that's it.
before we have our send off, is there anything you feel like you want to say to the world? To anybody that you feel like you didn't get to say? Is there anything you want to leave with people?
Yes. Don't let people tell you who you are or make assumptions about you. You are allowed to stand up for yourself. You're allowed to speak up for yourself and clear the air. And just don't let people step on you. No people pleasers. No. Stupid. Enough. Just be you, and whoever has shit to say, then ignore them or beat their ass, something. I don't know. But don't let them get away with it. Shit. Fuck.
Oh man, Victoria, I definitely once again just want to say thank you for coming on.
Thank you
We
so
really
much for
appreciate you being
thinking
here.
of me and
Yeah.
having me on and being so in depth.
Yeah, of
Loved
course.
it.
Thank you for being so lighthearted and being,
Yeah.
super easy to talk to.
Really?
And yeah, I definitely thought so. I love that
Oh,
you were able to
perfect.
just openly talk about tons of things in your
Yeah.
life. I mean, it's not easy for everybody, and so I appreciate that too.
Mhm.
I think that's really cool when someone's able to open up about that. And the biggest reason we started this was because we wanted to give local artists a platform, a spotlight, a chance to be able to show a side of themselves that maybe they don't always get to show. We always feel like everyone wants to know the story after the fact, and what we're trying to document is the story during the fact. We believe your story matters before the numbers do. It's easy to embellish and change the story after the fact, but right now is the real you. It's the real process, and that's the whole point, is showing people you while you're in the process of becoming who you are. And so this is what our artist spotlight is all about. This is the whole reason we do it, and every week we get something new that we're able to take with us, and we're able to once again get a new relationship as well, and get insight into someone else doing exactly what we're doing, and getting to show the good sides of it and the bad sides of it.
Perfect.
And so, folks, this has been Ben Low, this has been Audrey and Big B, and this has been Victoria with a K XO, your deeply religious grandmother's least favorite pop star. Y'all go check out her new song, House of God, Forbidden Fruit. She's got a new project on the way.
Go watch the music videos too.
Go watch the music videos and just keep on the lookout. And she's got Emo Night coming. What day is that?
August
Very soon.
14th.
August 14th.
Yes.
Emo Night, August 14th at the Southside Music Hall, correct?
Mhm.
All right. Well, folks, if y'all are here locally, y'all definitely tune in and check that
it
out. And hopefully we'll hear more from Miss Victoria coming soon.
Very soon. Very soon.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Original Minds, an Intrizio podcast.
Is this the camera?
Y'all take care. Have a good night.
Perfect.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Blue